we may not have been fully honest with you. As a vastly growing outsourcing industry, virtual assistants are also not able to escape misconceptions. In social media alone, there are a lot of misinformation going around. Hi, I'm Kyla, your TVH katrabahay, and today we will be debunking these virtual assistant misconceptions. I've been working as a virtual assistant for almost 5 years now, and I've done some freelancing work as well before. And I'm personally hoping that, we can put an end to these myths about the VA and the freelancing industry. Here are 5 myths about virtual assistants and why you shouldn't believe them. Virtual assistants are for small businesses only. I'm gonna dive right in and say it's not true. There are a lot of big enterprises that have adopted the practice of hiring multiple virtual assistants to be a part of a team in their company. Most of the time, yes, a virtual assistant will be working for a specific person only, and that's what we can call an executive virtual assistant. It could also mean you're rendering your services to someone with a position in a big company. Virtual assistants don't speak English well. This common misconception is probably coming from the perception of hiring offshore employees, like call centers, with heavy accents and are being given scripted responses that they strictly need to follow. First, having an accent does not equate to being unable to communicate. While it's true that a lot of virtual assistants speak English as their first language, it ranks below professionalism, commitment, and potential. Virtual assistants are only good for administrative tasks. I would say if a job can be done from a computer, it can be done by a virtual assistant. They are also capable of doing data analytics, web design, and even marketing. Specialized work may occasionally call for a little amount of training. Nonetheless, competent VAs will be eager to increase their skill set to benefit both their clients and their own careers. If you want to know more about the different niches and tasks that virtual assistants do, the link to that video is in the description box below. VAs are more expensive than in-person employees. Believe it or not, hiring a virtual assistant can dramatically reduce business costs and expenses. Note that they already have their own equipment and sometimes the needed software. If you operate your own firm, you won't have to worry about paying for overhead expenses like rent for an office or an internet service. However, if you know where to look, the actual rate per hour of a virtual assistant is typically far lower than that of an in-person worker. For virtual assistants and freelancers, this does not mean that you should settle for an unreasonable rate. Don't lowball yourself and charge according to your skill set, your credentials, and of course your experience. Virtual assistants are stay-at-home moms in pajamas. That might be accurate, and I feel kind of exposed, but kidding aside, while some of the virtual assistants in our company may be stay-at-home mothers, juggling both homemaking and employment, the majority are young professionals with a variety of backgrounds and skills. We have copywriters, sales experts, video editors, graphic designers, etc. And yes, we do wear pajamas to work. I mean, who doesn't? We do that sometimes. You work from home, as long as you know how to dress accordingly whenever you need to, like for client meetings or client interviews, onboarding sessions. I mean, go be comfortable. There are a lot of false information about virtual assistants out there, and this piece only touched a fraction of the myths that surround this industry. But as soon as you start working with them, you'll see that they're essentially on-site personnel, just more adaptable and affordable. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and we'd love to talk about it in the next series of videos. So make sure you're subscribed and notified. We will see you on the next one. Bye.